let us paint this intriguing still life painting of a mask placed in an interesting light. I am going to use a Pastelmat beige colored pastel paper and Mungyo Gallery soft pastels to paint this picture. A colored paper with a little tooth is ideal for pastel painting. The color of the paper acts as a mid-tone and the tooth or texture of the paper helps retain the color onto the surface. Since this painting is a bit complex, I decided to draw a rough outline for the shapes using light pencil strokes. Observe how I am holding the pencil here. The further away your hand is from the lead of the pencil, the easier it will be to draw light strokes. The aim of this rough outline is to block the shapes and the relative positions of the objects in the painting. Let's quickly finish drawing the outline and get on with the painting process. I began by painting the background using dominant color, that is a shade of purple. There is no need to be too precise at this stage. The aim is to frame the foreground objects using the background color. Before I forget, have you subscribed to this channel yet? If not, there is no right time like now. And back to the coloring. I have begun adding some darker values using dark brown paint, denoting creases in the curtain. I am using the same brown color to outline the metal stand over which the mask is resting. The base for the background object will mostly be in the dark. We do not need to fret about detailing the base too much. Just remember to show a hint of something over which various objects are resting so they do not appear to float in the air. Darken the background further and smudge the paint to blend the background together. Begin blocking the shape for the candle. The candle has a warm color, so let's begin blocking with brown as the base color. We will add some yellow tinge to the candle on one side to lend some volume to it. Use a bright white to block the tip of the candle. Let's begin defining the shape for the flowers behind the mask. Use a pink colored chalk for this shape. Paint the stems of the flowers using a shade of green. Finish blocking the lower part of the candle. Since the foreground objects are sufficiently blocked, blend the background further. I am using a blending tool for this. If your fingers get itchy blending the soft pastels, blending tools are ideal. Just make sure you wipe them using a dry cloth every time you use them to avoid muddying the colors on paper. Darken one side of the candle and lighten the opposite side to lend more volume to it. Let's begin blocking the main subject of the painting, that is, the mask. Midway while blocking the mask, I decided to finish the flowers first. I am using brown to paint the darker parts of the flower petals. Using some reddish brown paint will create a nice translucent effect for the petals. Use a brighter color to draw the edges of the petals and blend it slightly to create a further translucent effect. Keep repeating the steps of darkening the shadowy parts and lightening the parts which catch the highlights until the flowers are clearly visible. Darken the background around the flowers some more to bring the flowers further in the foreground. Begin blocking the lid of the red bottle on the left side of the mask. Start blocking it using the brown color first. Use bright colors to indicate the edges of the lid which catches the highlights from the candle. Block the main shape of the bottle using a light red or pinkish shade of paint. Then paint the bottom part of the bottle which faces away from the light using a dark color such as dark grey or black. Then blend these to create a dull dark color for the left side of the bottle. Sharpen the left edge of the bottle by closing the background around it. Add highlights to the lid and the part of the bottle facing the light. Use the brightest color to add these highlights. Let's block the base color for the mask. I have used a color closer to the skin color. You may use any warm and light color as per your choice. Darken the values where the mask is overlapped by the bottle on the left. This will help clearly define the right hand side outline of the bottle. I have used the brown color to define the contours of the face and the dark eye sockets. Use a dark color such as brown to block the dark part of the apple which is on the right hand side. Follow it up with a reddish shade for the part of the apple that is illuminated by the light. Now blend the light part and the dark part of the apple. Darken the lower part of the apple further as you see fit. Use a mid-tone reddish color between the dark and light colors used for the apple to act as a bridge between these two shades. Blend everything together. Use a bright color to add highlights to the apple. Remember to add these highlights in line with the contour of the shape of the apple. Draw the stem for the apple. Begin adding a reddish shade to the mask. The mask is flanked by red colored bottles on the left. The light from the candle will reflect off this bottle and cast a reddish glow on the left side of the mask. Use a dark blue shade to draw the lines over the mask. Use dark blue to draw the concentric circles near the chin and add some highlights to those circles using a bright color. Paint the lips using a shade of red. Drawing the correct lip shapes is important, so take your time here if needed. Add some volume to the lips using a dark color underneath the lower lip. the gap between the lips, and the upper edge of the upper lip. Darken the outline of the mask to better define its shape and emphasize it against the dark background. Take your time drawing the lines indicating the eyebrows of the mask. Be mindful of the contours of the mask when doing this. Darken the eye sockets even further. Add a touch of red highlights over the contours of the mask. Blend these red highlights with the dark brown shades. Begin adding highlights to the various contours of the mask, such as the cheeks, the upper outline of the upper lip, and the chin. Alternate between adding the darkest values and lightest values until you are satisfied with the result. Define the dark parts of the nostrils. Draw a highlight indicating the lower edge of the left eye socket. Draw a line below the left eye socket to further emphasize this highlight. Do the same for the right eye socket. Darken the lowest part of the painting and blend it as shown here. Add brightest highlights on the mask. Blend them with rest of the colors. Paint a shadow of the flower stem along the temple of the mask. Emphasize the left eye and cheek further. Add more reddish highlights to the left hand side of the mask. Use blue paint to add the mysterious blue glow within the left eye socket. Use white to make some parts of this glow even brighter. Let some of this blue spill over to the edges of the eye sockets and onto the face too. Darken the background to further emphasize the foreground objects if you feel it necessary. Add some bright flares emanating out of the electric candles. Make the tip of the candle extremely bright. Keep adding highlights on the mask as you deem necessary. At this stage, you need to decide when the painting is over. Until then, keep adding finishing touches. I hope you like this demonstration. Please like and share this video and subscribe to this channel. Press the bell icon to receive notifications whenever a new video is uploaded. Visit my website for more painting resources. Happy painting!